Dude, yeah. Okay, so I may need to replace my USB. I should replace it. I think it broke my last
Looks like the fish guy's an admirer of Mayor Kuzak.
audio
I say that just
interface.
makes him more fishy. You get it, don't you?
It's down here. Any nuke? I play some guitar this morning. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it.
I'm covering you. Don't worry.
Oh shit.
You do your thing. I'll take care of the rest.
Okay, so fuck, man. I need to get a new USB-C hub. My fucking USB-C hub took a hit with some coffee the other day, and I cannot tell if my camera is shorting out. I don't know. Anyways, my camera is shorting out. It just shorted out right before I started the stream, and it like took out the whole USB-C hub, which I'm thinking is little shots.
Keep going. We're doing good.
Did he fucking kill someone? He totally did.
Why don't you go first? You got armor and everything.
You got the shoddy there.
In your face, loser.
That's so funny. Oh.
Man, your gun kicks ass. I want one.
Fucking throwing grenades and shit, bro. Fucking my shit up. Stop hitting me with a fucking grenade. Dude, did I hit both of them? In the fucking leg? That was so weird.
And the fish! All the fish are gonna go bad. Oh, quit your whining, Pops.
Yeah.
It's not like anyone can smell the difference.
Oh wow, guys.
Open the door and come
Oh
out
wow.
with your hands
Look at that
up.
thing.
Oh, shit, that's Robocop. Listen,
Shoot.
you and your friends got it all
So,
wrong.
by
You're
the
not
time
supposed
I
to
hit
be
trade
here,
rehab,
pal.
we get a market that wakes
OCP
up.
doesn't butt into this
It's
hood's business. And you're police
Hard,
on
it's hard
OCP.
to believe, but that's usually how it happens.
Perhaps I want trouble.
You don't know who you're messing with, you stupid toaster. I've got a hostage here, and I'll blow his fuck. You're gonna pay for what you did. Ugh, let go of my. It was my family.
It's usually how it happens. Sucks, but is what it is.
Shit. No point in hanging around, unless you want to do the paperwork.
Dude, I'm just getting people killed in this game. Like, I'm being a dick. It's a story-based game, and I'm like a dick to the characters, except to Ann Lewis, who's OG.
You know, this volatility, there is a certain aspect of it being sometimes a little too intense. And again, again, I'm in trader rehab, so it's about discipline. It's about the long-term vision. It's not about, oh, did Trading Farmer capitalize on May 8th? Did he capitalize on this parabolic rip out of
Fishies.
seemingly nowhere, you know? No. What's more important is I had a plan to shut down early and I stuck to it. Whether I caught this parabolic, I've caught faults up many times in my life. I've also caught a lot of halt downs too. That's not deciding my profitability.
You missed
my
all the
discipline,
fun,
my
right?
consistency is.
But
That's how
don't
I got
look.
the 2.5.
If you stick with us, I guarantee you'll get a taste of
My
police
risk
action.
management with the 50-50. That's how I got the
I'll wrap this up,
2.5.
Robo. You can head back to the
Now I'm
precinct.
watching ASST rip here and it's making me angry. I wanna somebody come here so I can strangle him. Oh, shoot, I just got demonetized. Not again. Love you guys, I was kidding. So
That was okay. There wasn't that much.
I know I made that short
action.
yesterday, you know.
There needs to be
outlining
more
that
action
I-
in this game. I need more.
People like to kick you when you're down. I wasn't saying anybody was
don't
kicking
wanna
me
just
while I was
upgrade
down,
skills
but
and
it's
stuff.
just
I
a
wanna-
universal saying.
Battle Ed 209s. And
It's funny
legions
because
of
somebody,
cops.
so someone was like, never mind. I'm
Those
not gonna bring it
robots
up.
that I
It's so
fought last time. That was
inconsequential
cool. There's
to
a
the
robot
beauty of
level.
life.
They were fucking my shit up.
So we're watching this thing.
You're back already, Grumpy?
You
Oh,
know,
the kittens.
Colorful flowers
Hello.
and balloons, any other
it
cat
really
would be
caught Shorts
something
off guard because when
fun.
you look at this
Maybe
chart
you're
like
more
this,
me.
if
and
you're
you get
thinking what
a
I'm
headache just
thinking, you're
thinking
thinking
about
this thing
politics.
is this thing is done, right? That's what we were thinking. The why this turned into such a squeeze was because it.
You can hear the cat purring. It's great. Ah! Digital cat. I want to do a robo pet. I am healing myself. This cat is giving me healing powers. Talk to receptionist. Looks like the same
You're way
character.
too early. The bachelorette party starts at 8.
I am here to meet with Olivia Blanche. What room is she in?
This is a by-the-hour hotel. People don't usually give names.
Dr. Blanche is in her 50s, bright long hair, possibly tied into a ponytail.
I gotcha. It's that classy lady. She's staying in room 405.
Thank you, citizen.
So, you aren't the real Robocop? Listen, if your mature lady won't be able to satisfy you, I'm sure I'll find someone younger that would be happy to help.
Random. What's over here? Robo's in a fucking sleazebag motel. Get it, Robo? Why? They've always got fake ID cards lying everywhere in this game. Like, what is with all the fake ID cards? Now it's supposed to be part of like upping his skills or something. See, I've got 2, and well, you can't see it on my screen, but anyways. Where? It's probably up here. Is there another cat somewhere? I can still hear it. Where are you, Dr. Blanche? There we go. There's probably way more shit in here. This is going to be interesting. Probably going to have to blast our way out of here. No one fuck with the cat. If these fools disturb the cat, I'm going to go robo ape shit. He do the knock.
It's you. Thank you for coming over. Do you really think I'm in danger?
Not as long as I am here. Tell me what happened again.
Someone stole my work computer from the precinct. But the only thing of value are my research notes. Your evaluation especially.
Does anyone else know about your research?
OCP requested
Why does he need to
confidentiality,
tell
so
her
they're the
again?
only ones who know
Why
about
does
it.
he need to be told again?
You don't think the old man has anything to do
Like-
with it, do you?
Did you notice anyone suspicious at the crime scene?
No. But after a recent hacking attempt, Engineer Morgan fitted my work computer with a tracking device. You could download its last coordinates from my private computer, It's right there on the desk. Maybe this will help you find the culprit.
I will find them, and they will pay.
Actually, even if those thieves were after my research, they'd be disappointed. I keep most of my notes on paper, including my conclusion. I know the whole
We
process
already
wasn't...
went over this.
I promised to adhere to our...
Thank you. You agreed to a non-compulsory evaluation. Does that mean you felt our sessions are helpful?
I promised to stick to it.
A lot has changed since we started. Do you remember how you perceived yourself back then?
I was struggling to comprehend my own existence.
That is
Yeah,
correct.
did it again.
But since then, did you have a change of heart?
What the fuck?
How do you consider yourself now?
Man, I'm having problems. Check. Desktop audio is out.
I do not know
What the
what
fuck?
I am.
I can understand why you still find this confusing. Through our time together, I've learned a lot about you. And one thing I know for sure is that you're not some kind of soulless OCP robot.
Why do you think so?
Could a machine create a real bond of friendship such as you and Officer
is
Lewis
going
have?
on?
Do you think a machine's honesty would make an experienced psychologist open up about her past? Or bring comfort to a suffering old man?
Would an actual person...
Clear distinction. Which are your memories? It seems to me that they manifest themselves in unusual ways because they are trying to get through a mechanical barrier. But as memories in the past make up everyone's personality, those memories make you who you are as well. This is what makes you different from a machine. You should not fear them, but embrace them.
But there is also the other kind.
And that worries me. But the malfunctions you're referring to seem to be strictly technological. I'm afraid someone is using your mechanical side to mess with your psyche. They would, and no wonder.
What is going on?
It's probably your strong will that allowed you to bear the extraordinary burdens. And it's also what's been protecting you from a single person who could endure that. So if this evaluation was to determine whether you're human or not, my answer is you're not just a human, but an exceptional one, Alex Murphy. Don't you ever forget that, unless you want to have me on your case again.
I will try. Thank you, Doctor.
Use my computer to download the coordinates of the tracking device.
Yeah, man, something's off.
It's right there on the desk.
Damn, that's a bulky ass computer.
I have the coordinates.
Hello, Dr. Blanche. I got a special delivery for you.
But I haven't ordered anything.
I only need your signature. Can you please open the door?
Can I sign with this?
Guys, she's not alone. Robocop is... Hold her down!
Oh God, were they here to kill me?
We need to move. Lewis, there was an attempt on Dr. Blanche's life.
Is she okay?
Yes, but she will need an escort.
Roger that. I'm on my way.
Dude, fucking with my cats. Fucking with that cat. The safety and peace of the cat is in jeopardy. Motherfucker, can I go? Actually, I definitely need that shotgun back, please. Where is that shotgun? shotty. OCP shotgun. Here we go. That's what I want. Fucking hit him with the shot. Fuck, where are they shooting me from?
Why do they want to kill me? Is this really about the research?
I will figure that out.
I can go down there. That's fucking sick. What did they do with the cats? Come on, break some motherfuckers in half now. Yeah, us roast. They fucked up the cat. Motherfuckers are dead.
Follow me.
Can we rest for a moment?
No, you should not stop.
It's a dead end. We need to look for another way.
I will make a way.
I don't know how you're thinking of making. We're moving forward. That's good. Concentrate on the positive, Olivia.
Need to move.
This heat is just too much.
We must keep going. We cannot go through. Fire is blocking the way. Follow me.
You found Grumpy! Thank you so much. The sprinklers aren't working.
fire's dying out.
There's someone's footsteps upstairs.
I will make a way.
Oh, wow. I've seen messes here before, but not quite like this.
We've made it. Oh, thank God. But what should we do now?
My partner is going to take you to someplace safe. I will find the guilty party using your computer's coordinates.
I'm finally starting to understand. The shooting, the blood, seeing it firsthand, it puts everything into perspective. What I think I'm trying to say is, thank you.
My duty, madam.
So what now,
Madam.
Murphy?
Fucking Murph.
I will follow the signal to track the doctor's computer.
You like said that
You
already.
will keep her safe.
Safe from what exactly? Who were those guys?
Mercenaries on Wendell's payroll.
The same ones that paid me a visit at the hospital? Wendell should be grateful. You keep reducing his overhead.
I am expecting a huge payoff.
I hear that.
Really wooden, weird interactions.
Okay, Murphy. So where are you headed now?
I am following the signal from the doctor's computer.
That's handy. You're gonna keep me posted if you find anything, won't you?
Affirmative. Murphy, out.
I hate when you do that. Loose out.
Need some rubble?
No, but it might be covering something that I am looking for.
It will be like searching for a needle in a haystack unless you have some kind of X-ray vision. Any joy?
I need to see what is underneath.
Then you'll have to wait. There'll be a truck to move it in an hour or two. It's not like you can move the whole thing anyway. You're not a finicking train, are you?
I am much more than that.
Shit! You're like a freaking bulldozer. Is that what you were looking for? A manhole cover?
I need to get underground.
Well, not through there, you ain't. If the sewers are what you're after, then you should use the entrance behind the mark. Just under the overpass.
Thank you, citizen.
I mean, the game looks really pretty, but I wish I was running into more like action. It's a lot of this, a lot of talking to people.
Another respectable citizen on their way to the sewers. Is there a party going on down there? Some of them ain't come back. That's
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Lewis, tracker coordinates lead me to the sewers. I am entering now.
I can't hear you very well. It must be bad signal. I've taken Dr. Blanche to the safe house.
Lewis, you are breaking up.
Watch your step. This might get dangerous. Make sure to contact if back up. Stay safe.
Another one. What is going on? Yeah. Press this fucking button. I scanned it. I don't know what happened. Open the floodgate. Wes, how deep? Yeah, this is the shit I'm talking about. Like, fucking getting stuck doing this shit. Yeah. It's green. It's cool. Can I shoot some bad guys now? Fuck. Guess I'm gonna have to go. Oh, here we go.
Enemy contact!
Yeah, what the fuck, man? Why do I have to get hit first? Holy shit. What the fuck, man? Why don't you have your fucking gun ready?
Compromise!
Shit, man.
You never sleep. Maximum performance.
What the fuck, bro? What? Bang! Knock the shit out of him. That's what I'm talking about, man. Need more action. I need this fucking scanning material.
Can't seem to get hold of him.
Lewis, can you read me?
Loud and clear. Are you out of the sewers already?
No, I found a signal booster.
A signal booster underground?
The entire OCP communication network runs down here. It looks like the mercenaries were tampering with it.
I wonder what they were up to.
Whatever they were planning, I am going to stop them.
Oh, it doesn't look like there's any more. Oh, shit, what the fuck? Yeah, let me look at my skill points. What's up with my auto 9? I don't think I've ever upgraded it since like the last. Hmm. %? That's all? Fuck you. I guess. Weed. Man, I fucked this all up. Change board. Armor piercing -20. Fuck, bro. Why? It's dumb. Why isn't there one like that? I don't fucking get it. get stuck doing this shit either. It's annoying. Oh, look, 18. Like, I really don't want that. I want, like, fucking shit, just down. Down. There we go. Let's do that. Yeah, there we go. We don't need to fuck anything up. See if this works. I don't want that. I'll do that one right there. I do not want that. Armor piercing, nice. Okay, now we need to get. Oh, look, here we go. There it is. That's what I want. Finally. Just checking. Ooh, that's a little better, I think. I hope. What? Dude, I hope I'm still streaming. Am I still streaming? Oh shit, what happened? Oh no. I'm fucked. Why did you... What? And I disappeared one of them. Fucking shit. That's so stupid. Now I only have one. Oh no, look, it's right there. Blew his ass. Fucking pendejo ass motherfucker. God, dude, his arm. Holy shit, his arm. It's attached to the gun. It's so fucked up. Guy got blowed up. Look, his legs over here. Bing. Anyways, let me go get. I'm gonna go get. No, let's just break that. Motherfucker, what are you waiting for? What happened? What the fuck was that? Both of them, I don't know what happened. I do not know what happened there. It's really weird. It's because it ricocheted off me. Yeah, because I've got like max fucking armor. Where the fuck did this guy go? Where are you? What the fuck? Why does it just put the gun away automatically? Like, dude. Fucking hell. These guys got blown up, dude. Fucking limbs everywhere. They got everything here. This is the not fucking around crew.
Lewis, I found the computer.
What did they need it for?
Retrieving and processing data from my evaluations.
Where was the data going?
OCP's mainframe computer. To access it, you need staff credentials, and they have been using Wendell's.
You're saying that OCP has Wendell on their payroll?
The old man is the one who signed his contract.
That son of a bitch. I knew he was behind all this. Can you send us over that data?
I'm uploading it as we speak.
I'll make sure Reed sees it ASAP, so we can get you a warrant for the OCP headquarters.
I am heading to OCP headquarters now.
Door closed. What is this? OCP chest? Ah, fuck that. Cyber trail. I need to come around here. Okay. Exit. Think. Oh, over here, right? This way. Where am I going? No more bad guys? I thought they'd try to find me on the way out. It's kind of lame. Literally just doing nothing. Where the fuck am I supposed to go? Back up here? Oh, look. Yeah, go back that way. There's some stairs. Left. Go down straight. Right. Left. Left. Okay. Go left. Is it past that? I don't know. Oh, I guess that's the way. Yeah, this game's kind of boring. I'm not gonna lie, dude. There's a lot of just walking around. Not enough robo battles. Come on, man. Let me get down with some violence. I'm happy to hear.
Hey, Robo, could you help us? We're in quite a pickle. We have here a dead campaign manager from Mills's office.
This case is urgent, but we can't get inside the vehicle to examine the corpse.
For some reason, the car is electrified. Now that everyone's on strike, there's no one to take care of it, and I don't want to end up like a well-done steak.
I am glad to be of help.
What?
And if you can look around for clues afterwards, you know, you never can tell with the electricity.
Bulbs are burnt out. Something must have caused a short circuit. I assume a failure of the Magnavolt system. I will look into it.
If it wasn't for that, we'd have probably found the car on bricks and him in just his boxers.
I wouldn't be so optimistic.
Magnavolt is deactivated. It is now safe to investigate the car.
Great. But if you could take a look inside, just in case.
Gladly. The victim was strangled. The rope was tied with a sailor's knot.
Not everyone can tie something like that.
There is an earring on the front seat.
Could be helpful if we find out who it belongs to.
The deceased is holding the phone. The last number dialed is described as the office.
Was he calling his own office during the murder?
The phone, the
Certainly
earring,
worth
and a
checking.
sailor's knot. That's something to go on.
And the place itself is interesting.
I will go to the office to see if the victim left a message.
It's near the cinema on the 3rd floor. We need to finish here before we can join you.
Were there any witnesses?
There's that homeless guy across the street. He warned us about the current. He probably tried to steal, but it's hard to get anything out of him. His hand says he can't afford it.
Why would OCP get involved in this case?
Not following politics.
Yeah, if everyone hadn't been on strike, they would have brought the whole...
Why did you not join the strike?
And you're too close to...
But there's nothing keeping...
Somebody's...
I will let you know if I find anything in that office.
We'll meet you there, and maybe we'll grab a burger on the way.
Not on my watch.
Hey, I thought we were partners.
Gonna give it a little bit more time, and I'm gonna play some or do some guitar. I don't know. I'm getting hungry too. I want something to eat.
Reducing tariffs and non-tariff barriers. This is a continuing picture to move the pedestal to move continue. And we're both committed to freeing up trade between we're both
on, please.
Investment
Damn lock.
between our countries. And the point about this deal is that it provides a very good template.
May I help you, officer?
I want to speak with someone. Why?
A key card. I call them unpredictable.
Mr. Page, where you are...
No.
Allow me to check...
Of course.
Follow me.
All calls go through my phone. It's on the desk on the right.
But many of these things that we're talking about, we've been talking about this for 25 years. It's hard to explain when if you weren't sitting behind this resolute desk,
new messages.
you just wouldn't get
The phone on Mr. Page's desk is connected to his answering machine. It's the only one in this office.
Did Mr. Page like to sail? Chance to record
It
his
was
message.
one of his hobbies. I don't know who he sailed with, though.
Organ selling and other ideas for making money?
The books were bought for show. Visitors don't look too closely, and making an impression is all that matters. Mr. Page's words.
Contemplated before. It's a big deal.
Virtually everyone said the
Mr. Page's computer. I don't have access to it.
ended in exactly the opposite. But, Mr. President, can I say that that is due to Secretary Lutnick and Ambassador Greer have been absolutely fantastic.
Mr. Page's private schedule. Some of his meetings were so secret that he arranged them for himself. I didn't even know about them.
Over the line, and that was from your new ambassador.
Receipts for gifts that Mr. Page gave during business meetings.
Where's Warren? Right here. Hello, Warren.
He's flying to London tomorrow night. He's going to be very popular.
Did you find any leads? You know, perhaps you should. As the death of Mr. Page plays.
According to his.
Oh God.
Do you know?
As I said.
What about his receipts? There is one.
For Gloria.
Gloria.
Gloria Lindbergh.
Do you know where she?
It's just a short.
Yeah, this is super boring.
What'd you find out?
More.
We have a suspect. I am on my way to question her. In the office, there is an assistant of the deceased.
I'll keep an eye on this place till you get back. Kurtz will be here in a minute. He just went to get us a couple burgers.
I saw her, actually, a few days ago. And I think that, well, definitely, the European Union's big thing, they want to make a deal very badly. You know, everybody wants to make a deal. Look, everybody wants to make a deal with the United States, and we're doing that, and we're going to make fair deals. I'm just honored that this was the first one. Go ahead.
Federal Reserve Chairman, Mr. President, said that you would have to call him for a meeting. You plan to meet with him. And what do you think about him?
He's like talking to a wall. He should be. Well, the Bank of England cut, China cut, everybody's cutting but him. I don't know. It's a shame. I call him too late. Too late, Powell. That's his nickname. It's a shame. It's ridiculous. So meeting, he's always too late. But in this case, it's not going to matter that much because our country is so strong. We're so powerful in terms of economic strength and what we've done. And I'll tell you what, if we didn't have our first term, you wouldn't be. We cut more regulations than any president in history. We cut the taxes more than anybody in history. And a very big factor is going to be the tax bill that we have right now. The one big beautiful bill, as we call it. It's all encompassing, biggest tax cuts ever.
Beautiful, powerful.
Bigger than even the first time. And
It's big, it's beautiful, it's powerful.
Even great for the UK because it'll make us so strong that we're going to be doing more business with you. It's a very important element for taxes, for every aspect.
Guy's a
regulation
fucking
cuts.
clown.
That bill is, I believe it's the biggest bill of its kind ever in the history of this
It's the
country.
biggest bill.
And
it's the
Speaker
most powerful
Johnson
bill. It's the most beautiful
and,
bill.
Leader Thune have done an incredible job. I mean, I'll let you know we have to get a vote, but we have a lot of support for that bill.
Are you Gloria
And
Lindbergh
if that
from
happens
Mayor
on top
Cusack's
of
office?
all of these
So
trade
OCP's
deals
using
that we're
less and
doing,
less subtle methods to
this
intimidate
country
us.
will hit a
I am
point
here.
that
He's my
Mr. Page,
you better
we
go
have
out and buy
Oh,
stock now. Let me tell you, this country will be like a rocket ship that goes straight
Evidence
up. This is
suggests
going
that
to be
you had a
numbers that
relationship
nobody's
with
ever
him.
seen before.
Evidence
That's a very
fabricated
important
by
element of all of this.
OCP.
You know, if we get that.
Did you or did you not
If you
meet
don't,
yesterday?
and the Democrats are
I was
fighting it only
supposed
because
to.
they want to fight.
The
They have Trump
investigate-
If OC
derangement syndrome. You know, if there's somebody else they wouldn't fight. If you had a normal person,
Investigate
you had some
the
stiff
apartment,
sitting behind
scan
you,
shit.
I just wondered if
What
there
the hell, dude?
but they have Trump derangement syndrome.
was a man hiding in that
Senator
shiny
Schumer's
armor.
become a Palestinian. He's, welcome. I don't know when they're going
I
to
have
give
a
him the
second glass
ceremony,
if you
whatever
want
the
to do
ceremony may be. But it's terrible what's happened to the Democrats. So, very, very important
It's
element
terrible.
of
Is
everything.
this a
what
gift
we're
from
doing.
Mr. Page?
Unrelated
He
to
gave
today,
them
but
to me when
related
we
in the
met.
sense that
He was
we'll do-
probably
if
trying
that
to
passes,
buy
we'll
his
do
way into
even
my
more
favor.
business with the
I
UK.
lost
We'll have
the
so much.
second one.
It's the biggest tax
I have a
cut in
prescription for
history.
them.
It's
I
going to
can't
make our
fall asleep
country
when I'm
zoom.
yawning
It's going to be
bad.
incentive, as you know,
Holy
with the,
shit.
deduction for basically for work. You work, you build, you plant, etc. Your deduction.
I have various
It's going to be the
hobbies.
biggest,
Sailing
it's the
is
biggest
one
bill
of
of
the
its
more
kind ever
innocent
passed. Maybe
ones.
the biggest bill ever passed. That's why we call it
Allah.
one big beautiful bill.
Dude, what the fuck is going on in this game? Oh my god. That looks sick though, man. I'd love like a drawing like this. What the fuck, bro?
Well, she's a,
The game's fucking horny.
She's fantastic. She's highly.
Allah,
she's a brilliant
Bert.
woman who went through Stanford, and as I understand it, she
Got
basically
cuffs,
she wanted to be an
rope.
academic as opposed to a surgeon.
Tope a la verga, güey.
graduated first in
This
her class
girl's
at Stanford.
fucking.
And
This
Bobby
girl's in the
really
Do you
kid.
like it, officer?
I don't know her. I
Such
listened to the
strong
recommendation of
hands
Bobby.
can
I met her,
probably tie strong
yesterday and once
knots.
before.
Allah.
She's a very outstanding person, a great academic actually. So I think she'll be great.
I lead a busy social life. It's not a crime, is it, officer?
She's an escort.
So? Am I under arrest?
lady of the night.
Maybe you want to cuff me?
Haha! He's done a very good job. Crime is down 25% in D.C.
Be careful what you
during his
wish for.
period of time.
According to
I'm very
Mr.
disappointed
Page's
in
schedule,
that,
you met often.
but I have so
Too
many
often for
things
business
that I'm doing now
meetings.
with the trade. You know,
That
one
doesn't
person I
make
can
me a
only-
murderer.
whom I can only
Simon
refer to
contacted me a
phone
month ago.
so many
He wanted me to
times.
join Mills's campaign office. We slept together a couple of times, and there was something electrifying about it. Secrecy, his connections with OCP, the consequences if we were found out. And we were. His assistant figured it out. She must have reported us, and OCP killed him. They were afraid he might give me Mills's campaign details.
You claimed that Agatha Crane knew about your affair.
Not only knew, but she blackmailed Simon. She's ambitious. She wanted to get a promotion out of it, but Simon fired her.
When was Agatha fired?
Maybe a week ago? You should talk to her, not me.
I intend to do that. Please stay at our disposal.
I think this
Missing you already.
Tariffs are the most misunderstood thing maybe in any form of business, anywhere in business. Oftentimes the country picks them up. Oftentimes the company picks it up. The people don't pick it up. Okay, the people don't pick it up. And if Ford did that, they wouldn't sell any cars. And if Mattel, I don't know, I'm not so sure. They also said they're the only country I've heard. They said, well, we're going to go counter. We're going to try going someplace else. That's okay. Let him go, and we'll put 100% tariff on his toys, and he won't sell one toy in the United States, and that's their biggest market. I heard that. I mean, I watched this guy talking about how I'm going to go counter. I said, well, I wouldn't want to have him
Officer Neal, come in.
executive too long.
Is the victim's assistant still with you?
What they're doing
O'Neill
is
here.
negotiating with us by saying
We have
that,
a problem
but we don't think
locating
that's gonna
her.
happen. Look,
But I can
put
assure
out
you
a
she
truth
didn't leave the
today,
office.
and it
You'll
said
see
that
what I
gas
mean
is
when you
down,
get here.
Gasoline is
On
down,
my way.
energy is down.
Keep
On
Ms.
my
Crane
way.
there and be careful.
Eggs are down. I
She
mean,
is
eggs,
our
thank you very
prime
much.
suspect.
But eggs are down.
Understood.
When I came in the first week, you guys hit me with eggs. I said, what the hell happened with eggs? Eggs were up like 170% and going up. They said, don't order any for Easter. And we were thinking about ordering plastic eggs like everybody was doing. And Brooke did a fantastic job, agriculture. Brooke did a fantastic job. And we had hundreds of thousands of eggs out here on the lawn just 2 weeks ago at Easter. But you take a look at the cost. Energy's down. Even interest rates are down. Now, if the chairman of the Fed, Jerome, if he would lower interest rates like China did, like I think UK did, but like numerous other countries have done, it's like jet fuel. It'd be great. But he doesn't want to do it. I think he doesn't want to do it. Probably he's not in love with me. I think
What?
it's sort of a crazy.
He's
reason,
not
but that's the way life
in
is.
love with you?
Anybody in his position would be like jet fuel. But even without that,
That's so
we're doing
weird.
well. But remember
It's
this,
just fucking
I've watched
weird.
you people reporting over the last few months that
Not
if we
everyone
do
in this
this,
city would return a wallet.
prices are going to go
I'd be
through
letting
the
my father down if I didn't, sir.
Groceries are down.
Your father
All that stuff is
must
down.
be proud of you.
Lumber is down.
Why does he have
Oil
that
is-
accent? That's so weird. Whatever.
That thing broke 60, right? $60 a barrel, and $1.98, $1.99 in some cases, and heading in that direction. No, I think it's been amazing actually. And what that's good for, it gives the consumer more money, and it gives them a better life because we just came out of the worst inflation, in my opinion, in the history of our country. They say 48 years. But Biden really screwed it up. He screwed up energy.
I gotta use the restroom.
He spent too much money. He was spending it on, a green new scam. And that's like throwing
Green
money, see
new
that beautiful
scam.
window behind, take the money, throw it right out that window. Because it's the same thing. He spent $10 trillion. He wasted it. Not only was it bad, it was
Where
negative.
is
It wasn't
Agatha?
even like
A very good question.
It was a real
When you
negative.
left, I came
And
inside
then
to
on
take
top
her
of it, they
statement,
let
but there
21
was
million
no one
people
here.
into our country
Kurt
without
showed up soon
any
after.
identification and
We've been looking for the lady ever since, but she's...
We must find.
Well, we'll do one or two more.
Once again, let's just check every corner. She couldn't just disappear.
How do we know that the missing lady is the one who did it?
She had a motive. She threatened to reveal Page's affair to get a promotion. He fired her instead.
Chinese money in the money markets, Chinese exports.
We're not concerned.
Is that something that
You
came
know,
up in
honestly,
discussions?
I'm not concerned about anything. If I was, I wouldn't even be here right now. If I was concerned about anything, and it wouldn't be that, but I wouldn't be here right now. No, we're not concerned. We're going to have, I believe, a very good relationship with China and a fair relationship, and it'll get bigger and it'll grow. It'll grow. As an example, if they open up the country, that'll be the best thing China ever did for itself. They don't know that yet because, you know, it's been a different system. But that'll be the greatest thing that ever happened to China. The people will be happier. They'll buy for less. They'll see things that they never saw before, and they'll be buying them. And it'll really create great long-term peace.
And if I could ask one of the agriculture secretary, actually, there's a lot of concern about chlorinated chicken, the import of hormone-treated beef. Has that question been addressed, resolved in these talks, or is that something for the continuing negotiations?
Well,
James.
I would just say that it's very clear, and we have in the heads of terms that we are going to discuss all of these types of issues, and obviously the importing country, whether it's us or them, you got to follow the rules on those types of things. But our point is the rules need to make sure that they are based on science, and that's our expectation. We know the UK believes that too, so we want to come to an accommodation. We want the consumers in each country to be able to choose what they want and give them the information that they want. And we have an incredible EPA led by Administrator Zeldin that is on this, so the talks continue, but we are very, very confident in our products, and what the president has
great
done
product.
to open up the markets is unprecedented for these farmers here in America.
Wall Street as they watched this. You saw the stock market decline sharply after Liberation Day, and it's rallied back since then.
Well, now it's going to really rally because, you know, don't forget they said this is all a pipe dream. And this is a tough one. This is, somebody would say, well, this is easy. This is much tougher, I think, than any other deal because they've been at it for so many years, decades, trying to make this deal. And it's very conclusive, and it's a great deal, and it's a very big deal, actually. No, this is just the beginning. We're going to be having conferences, or at some point we won't have. We'll just put out a statement that we just signed this country, that country, and after a number of these are done, nobody has enough people to do it. We're just going to put out X country is going to pay this, and if they open up, they're going to do this and that, and they're going to be open up. Everybody wants to be here. You know, I say this is where they want to be shopping. They want to shop in this country because we have the consumer. And we have the consumer like nobody else. And, you know, if this country went bad, the whole world would go bad. But we really saved it from going bad. Yeah, please.
So can I ask you about the air traffic control issue? Are you looking at getting new software?
I'm glad you asked me about it because I'm just going to be talking to now with the heads of the airlines and everything else. So I was all set before we had the rigged election to give out a brand new gorgeous system to one company that was going to do the whole thing, one of the best companies in the world that you know very well. You know, there are 3 or 4 of them that do it. And when they took over, Buttigieg, who has no clue, you know, he drives to work on his bicycle with his, in all fairness, with his husband on the back, which is a nice, loving relationship. But he didn't have a clue. This guy didn't have a clue. And he's actually a contender for president. Between him and Crockett, you can have that party. But he didn't know what he was doing. And he took what they call dry systems where you have wires in the earth, buried in the earth or whatever. And then you have the open air systems where you have satellites. And you can't mesh them. Anybody would know that if you went through about 2 months of study in school, if you studied that kind of thing. And he did. They spent tens of billions of dollars trying to take old, broken equipment and merging it into existing new equipment with brand new equipment. It's one of the greatest. They spent like $40 billion. And what they did is they made it worse because it doesn't work together. You can't make it work together. If you have a satellite system, you need satellite. If you don't, they had all these different technologies. some of them 50 years old, and they're trying to mesh them in. And they end up spending twice the money they should have. You could have bought a whole new system. So we have a very good guy who you all know, Sean Duffy, is head of transportation, and I've given him a 10-minute lesson in buying, and he's become really good. And we are now in the market to buy a gorgeous, brand new system. The helicopter that crashed into the plane at 400 feet, it shouldn't have been. What would have happened is all sorts of bells and sirens would have been going off 3 minutes before that accident happened, if you had the right equipment, but they didn't. And the new equipment is unbelievable what it does. You can have, you don't even, well, I was gonna say something, but you always, in my opinion, you always need pilots. I want pilots. But you wouldn't even have to have pilots. This system is so incredible what they can do. But we have a system that's obsolete. And what they did is the worst. They tried to combine the really old, broken stuff with the new stuff. And you can't combine it, and anybody should have known. So Biden, you think Biden figured this out? I don't think so, fellas. Do you think he has any clue? He doesn't know what the hell's happening. So here's the story. We're gonna be buying a brand new, it's going out to bid very soon, brand new state-of-the-art system that will cover the entire world. I'll give you an example. When my pilot, now I have military pilots, but prior to that I have very good pilots, great pilots. They would land, and I won't tell you which country, but they would use the system of another country. They wouldn't even use the system of the United States. So if I'm landing in New York or Florida or Tennessee, they're using a system from another country. I said, why is that? And they were, you know, they're not into business, but they're just saying, our system doesn't work, sir. And I said, boy, that's pretty sad. But we were all set to give it out to, you know, look, you have a Raytheon and you have different companies like that, numerous companies. And you have companies that would do it, like an IBM, as an example. And you give out one deal, one contract. They gave out hundreds of contractors. They had diggers. They had non-diggers. They had people that focused on satellites. They had hundreds of different contracts. One contract where one guy is controlling everything. You need a trench, then they dig a trench. But if you don't dig the trench, they don't blame you. What happens is you don't dig it, then they say we want a cost overrun. Now, we have it all set, and we're going to be doing it. We would have done it, except that the election took a little strange turn. But the second one didn't. That was too big to rig. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Well, thank you very much. Before we begin, I'm pleased to announce that I've just signed a proclamation officially designating tomorrow, May 8th, as a Victory Day for World War II, commemorating the 80th anniversary of America's victory in the Second World War. All over the globe, our World War II allies are celebrating this week, but the United States has never joined in with the proper celebration of our own, and the victory was mostly accomplished because of us. Whether you like it or not, we came into that war and we won that war, and we had a lot of help from a lot of great people, a lot of great allies. But I think there would be nobody that would say that we were not the dominant force in that war, and we don't celebrate it. And I think that's a great disservice to the people that lost their lives and people that fought so hard in winning World War II, and also a separate Victory Day for World War I, and we're going to be doing that too. It was American tanks and ships and trucks and airplanes and service members that vanquished the enemy 80 years ago this week. Without America, the liberation would never have happened. And so we have to pay tribute and homage to those people that gave us victory. And we did something else that people don't talk about. We rebuilt the world. All of these countries that were destroyed, we helped them rebuild. And that's something that, for the most part, others did not do. So with this proclamation, we are hereby honoring the incredible sacrifice and heroism of millions of Americans who served in World War II, along with the unprecedented mobilization, home front that helped deliver this great triumph. All Americans should take pride in what these incredible patriots have achieved. So I just want to say happy Victory Day to all. So we are celebrating every year now. I can guarantee for 4 years, but I think after that we're going to have 2 Victory Days, World War I and World War II. This is World War II Victory Day. In the future, we're going to have a major celebration of each day. We're not going to have days off because we don't have enough days in the year. We have too many celebrations already. But we're going to have Victory Day and for World War I, World War II. And without us, those wars would not have been won. I think we can say that, would not have been won. And I think it's time that the United States starts taking credit for their achievements. And I really believe it's a shame. You know, I was watching for the last week, and I noticed France, I noticed other countries all getting ready for Victory Day. And I said, that's sort of strange, because David just added something. He said, we also rebuilt the world. And I didn't have that, and I should have that. That was a big factor. But I noticed all of the countries, Russia, having a big day tomorrow. And by the way, they lost millions of people, and they were absolutely a major factor. But there was no major factor like us. We won the war, and we won it with the help of others. But everybody was celebrating but the United States of America. And I said, you know, I think it's time that we start celebrating victory. And that's what we're doing. So now for the reason that we're here, but I asked Dave.
I guess he's already done. What is this? Journalists are tricking you into loving the police? What is this Taylor Lawrence shit? What the fuck?
Only 4% all police time goes to what the police call violent crime. And if most people understood where their money was actually going with police, they would be horrified.
Pro-police propaganda is everywhere. From local news to TikTok videos, the police have built a massive, sprawling media machine that warps the public's view on crime and is backed by billions of dollars in funding. Alec Karakatsanis is an investigative reporter, and his new book, Copaganda, dives deep into how pro-police messaging has infiltrated our media landscape so thoroughly we don't even realize we're absorbing it. Today, he joins me to talk about what Copaganda looks like, how it became so pervasive, and how it's reshaping the way we see crime, justice, and even each other. Alec, welcome to Power User.
Thanks for having me.
I'm so excited to have you here because I am such a fan of everything you do and write, but especially your Twitter account. I feel like I retweet everything that you post because you're constantly calling out these really bad media narratives around the police. So your new book is called Copaganda. Can you start by just telling everyone, what is Copaganda?
Copaganda to me is a special kind of propaganda that serves the interests of what I call the punishment bureaucracy. So police, prosecutors, prisons, and the multi-billion-dollar industries that are sort of parasitic on those bureaucracies. For me, Copaganda has really 3 main functions. So first, it narrows our conception of threat and safety. So it gets us afraid of some things, but kind of ignoring other threats to our safety that are actually more serious. So it constantly has us afraid of poor people, people of color, particularly black people, immigrants, strangers. But then it ignores huge swaths of harm that are typically committed by people in power and rich people. Wage theft, which is 5 times all property crime combined. Tax evasion, which is like 60 times all property crime combined. Air pollution, much of which is criminal, right, as well. It violates criminal laws. It results in the death of about 100,000 people in this country every single year. So that's about 5 times all homicide combined. Clean Water Act violations and water pollution, which kills children at rates far exceeding other forms of crime. There's about 100,000 of those every single year, almost never talked about on nightly news, right? So propaganda narrows our conception of safety. The second thing is like it constantly makes us afraid of those things, right? So it understands that we're going to support more repressive and authoritarian stuff if we're afraid. If you look at the public polling over the last 25 years, every single year, people think crime is rising. And yet almost every single year over that period, crime is actually going down. And then the final thing it does, the third and probably most important function of propaganda, is it tells us that the solution to all of our fears is more investment in police, prosecution, and prison. And it's that third part which I think is almost most important because it's constantly peddling on us something that is akin to climate science denial. This idea that instead of addressing the root causes of harm and violence, like inequality and poverty and lack of access to housing, lack of access to healthcare and early childhood education and toxic masculinity and isolation and lack of human connection, like all the things that the evidence shows actually are the reason people harm each other. It has us focusing on like building more prisons and hiring more cops and more prosecutors and judges and probation officers and parole officers and prison guards. It's really insidious.
Yeah, I feel like it's so insidious. And once you see it everywhere. I mean, you've completely transformed the way that I personally read the news, and I work in media, but I can't look at local news anymore, even read something like the New York Times and not just see this like pro-police authoritarian framing, honestly, on a lot of stories. For people that might not be able to picture what propaganda looks like in the wild, I mean, I think we've all seen the local news segments about the police